think that's a bunch of bull. And the truth is that there is a difference between right and wrong that is objective. There are natural principles, there's natural law. And the concept that we're not in a position to judge any of that is, I think, just incredibly naive. And it's a great way to kind of get out of trouble quickly. It's not actually realistic at all. So I like to look at it as the virtues are basically justice, ethics, and purpose. They're kind of overlay on that side of the pyramid. And there's a hierarchy to them. And, Lawrence Kohlberg described that hierarchy in terms of development, and Piaget did as well, that basically kids, when they're young, whoever's in charge makes the rules. And if you follow the rules, you're good. If you break the rules, you're bad, right? That's sort of the justice level. Then you get a little older and you realize that there's exceptions, that people are not always consistent, that there's a higher principle involved. Should this guy Heinz, should he steal the chemotherapy for his wife who's dying from the pharmacist who is overcharging for it? It's like, yeah, stealing is wrong, but is it okay for him to do that anyway because there's a higher principle involved? It starts to kind of get at some of those kinds of concepts. Then you get to that top level, and it's like, okay, is there a higher purpose than any of that stuff? Forget, who Heinz knows and who's sick and everything else. Is there a thing that he should be, making his North Star in his life? So to me, those are all speak to virtues, right? They're all sort of different levels of virtues, and they're different levels of abstraction and development. And I think there is a kind of a natural progression that people can make, but don't always make, that goes from meeting their needs for safety at the very bottom of the self, all the way up, all of the different levels, all the way up to that transcendence at the highest level of the spiritual domain. If they can do that, then they've sort of become fully human. I think it's pretty rare for people to ever get there, but that's at least the goal.